Well, I think what it did is just reaffirmed what we know he's capable of doing at this level. And had a sense that coming into today's game he'd get a lot of work, and he was busy, and I thought he was competitive. In a game when he doesn't have a lot of his guys, I guess you would say, or his teammates that he's come to know. He battled real hard and gave us a chance back there for everybody else to settle into the hockey game. So I thought he made some terrific saves for us to keep pucks out. He was athletic. I really liked how competitive he was, so a really positive sign.
What does finishing first mean? Is it a huge accomplishment, or is it just put a target on your back in the playoffs?
Well, I think it's both. I don't know if I'd say huge accomplishment. It's an accomplishment. I said yesterday, you go through 76 games, everybody's playing to win every game, and to finish first is something that is nice. It's nicer than having your season end today. Let's just say that. So that's really what it is, and that's all that it is. Now it's over with. Now everybody goes back to zero. There's 16 teams that will be remaining by the end of the day today, and we'll push on and prepare for what's to come.
There will be a great deal of pressure on these players to perform up to this level through the playoffs. Is that a good thing for them to go through at a young stage in their career?
I think it's a terrific thing for their development. It's what you want. When people would describe your situation as one with pressure, it means that there's opportunity. It means that you've earned that. In order to have pressure, it means you had to accomplish something, and you had to have some sort of expectation. So the guys have earned that, and now it's a big step in their development to be able to deal with that, handle that, tune it out, and just perform and play. And in terms of their development, these guys are going to be Toronto Maple Leafs down the line. Having to deal with that is a real nice and positive thing, and we're going to get our guys in the right frame of mind to be able to just tune that out and play.
Sheldon, what's enabled your club to be as comfortable on the road as they are successful here at home?
I don't know. I can't put a finger on that. We've been really happy with how we've played on the road, and we like to think that we deal with the schedule and the travel and things like that really well in terms of what we demand of the players and how we put things together. I think that really helps us and does what we can to manage the schedule and the rigors of the AHL travel and 3-3s and all that kind of stuff. So that's been really positive. But more, I guess the credit just goes to the players. That they stay focused, they stay committed, we've been as good, if not better, away from here. So that's really positive, and it's important going into the playoffs. I don't know how the day is going to shake out here today, but there's potential that we start on the road in the first round. And certainly, whether you start on the road or not, you're going to end up on the road. It's one point or another, and you've got to be able to win there, and it's not easy in playoff hockey. So having some comfort away from here is a positive thing for our team. But really, anything that we've done to date, I think you wipe it clean. You start fresh, and you got to reestablish yourself as a team in playoff hockey. So that's what we're going to get refocused and get to work on Tuesday to get going.
Everyone knows your team can score. Can you talk about the defense being a key as you go forward into the playoffs?
Yeah, it's important. We've scored a lot this season. The offense will be harder to come by in playoff hockey. You just know that it is. First of all, you're going to take out the weakest teams. You're left with the best of the best. And not all of our games against the best teams in the league, the playoff teams, have gone great. We've had a lot of those games. Maybe we've won, but we haven't played that well. So a lot of the process and the things of how we play and how we take care of the puck, all that stuff gets magnified. And our players have to really be focused on that. We know that. We know regardless of who we're going to end up playing, we have a lot of respect for them. It's hard to make the playoffs in professional hockey. It's not any easier in the American Hockey League than it is in the National Hockey League, I don't think. And we're going to be playing against a good team that's going to come hard at us.
Specifically on Nielsen, how he felt he's played. What's the plan with him?
I think he's played well. I think today was perhaps his best game. I think he really showed some ability along the offensive blue line to get pucks toward the net, get some shots off. Real good shooter. You can see why he was able to generate the points and the offense that he was in the Western Hockey League. So today, after a full week of skating and practicing, not so much, he had a few with our group and a few with the reserve group to get him prepared for today's game. I thought he looked really comfortable, so that's a positive sign. In terms of what the plan is, we'll just keep working with him every day. We don't expect that he'll be a part of our playoff group, but he'll be sticking around here, and we'll make sure he's sharp and continue with his development, whether it's toward helping us this year or into next season.
And
How's,
and same thing for Colin Smith. He seems like he's been one of your better players since arriving. He's kind of gone under the radar.
Yeah, he's been a guy. You know, our roster's been very much in flux, and guys have come and gone. And since the trade deadline, he's been here and he's been solid every day, and he's worked. And last weekend we played a 3-3. He didn't get a day off. He played all three and was excellent all three games. This weekend again doesn't get a break. We ask him to play all three games, and he just works. He loves to play the game. He's produced for us. He's played center, right wing, left wing, power play, penalty kill. He's been a really handy player for us to have around, and it's going to be an important piece for us in the playoffs.
How's Kapanen?
I haven't got much of a report back there yet. I think he blocked a shot, obviously, so he's getting some pictures and stuff like that. Until I get the results of that, I don't really know what's going to happen.
Outside of that, are you about as healthy as you can possibly be going into the playoffs, or is there?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, like everyone, we've got some bumps and bruises through 76 games. But nothing that's going to limit anybody from being available to us. Of course, not really knowing what's happening with Kapanen, but we don't expect to have anybody unavailable at this point from injury.
So Legal's going game one?
That's our expectation. He skated every day this week and then didn't take any drills off or anything. We think he's going to be fine.